There we go. There's a set of compression rings on that one. Alright, I got to figure out how to do my oil rings yet. I still haven't. I've been waffling back and forth whether to go in there with a slitting saw and cut. I'm so afraid that it's just gonna break the end off without a holding fixture. I'm gonna need a holding fixture that this will slide over a pin or a nub, and then it'll have a recess in it so that it can't pull it out and can't push it in. So then it's trapped and it'll get cut. So alright. So we need a little spud, and the diameter of the spud will be the inside diameter of the ring with it compressed. Now it's calling out this drawing that I've got here is calling out the degrees with this opened, because it starts out at 40 degrees, then it goes to 96, which would be 56, and then 152. What's that? Subtract 96. It's 56 again. So it's every 56 degrees. It's 40 and then 56, 56, 56, 56, 56, and then 40. Now why they did it that way, I am not sure. But if I close the gap up, it's no longer 40. If I leave the gap open the way it sits, just the way this ring sits like this, then it would be 40, and so I might have to do that. If I swung or rotated the cutter this way on all the cuts except for the last one, I would be pulling it out, and this would be pushing it in. So if the last cut, I'd have to flip the wheel or the slitting saw the other way so it's pulling it out. Just thinking out loud here. No, I think the best bet is to go ahead and close the gap, put it on a spud, basically have a little spud like that located, and then I could put the ring in. It's just like our cap, our part off ring cap, only and then another one to fit on top of it so that it's totally captured. I really don't like cutting that slot in there. I'm almost thinking that holes would actually be better. While it would be if there was a groove on this side, on the inside, not the outside of. Well, it would have to be no, that wouldn't work. It'd have to be a groove on both sides, and I can't do that with this small of a ring. So, what's the plan? So if I close that up and change this to a 45, about 5 degrees that it's going to close up. So I go from 0, I go over 45, then 96, and then the last one would be 45 over. I'll have to figure out these angles, and I'll have to, well, it'd be 315 then. Nope. 325 because it's closing up. All right. Okay, so I need something that I can index quite easily. And I need it so that I have a locating pin here and then put pinholes in. Alright, so if I did that, made a round plate, just take a round spud, put a hole through, and then put holes in here, and a threaded hole there. It's not really an easy way of doing this. Because even this parting cap would have to be, I'd have to go in and relieve it also. All for an oil scrubber ring. All right, well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the chuck on the lathe. Whoop. I'm going to leave the chuck on the lathe because it has the material clamped in there, and if I screw any up, I got a chance of making more rings. I could go ahead and make more right now, but I'm not sure which one I would be screwing up. I suppose I can make a couple, 2 or 3 oil rings and then 2 or 3 compression rings before I take it out of there. But if I don't take it out, if I just leave the material in the chuck, take the chuck off, and then just use a 5C collet or a 4-jaw or the 4-jaw chuck, I think that's what I'm going to do. Yep, convinced myself. So we get our board out, get our board over here, and lay that there. All right. It's actually 35 degrees out. The snow's melting. You know, the snow was just about all gone before this storm went through. It's weird. I guess I won't be doing any outside stuff for a while. Can I get it with a knock? Yep. And then I'm just going to set it over here somewhere, out of the way. Somewhere. I'll set it on the surface plate over here. Okay. Now, we're going to turn take a piece of material and we're going to turn a little nub on it for that ring to fit on and a pocket in it. So I want to put the, do I want to put the 4-jaw on, or do I want to put probably the 4-jaw, because that way I can get a big enough material. Yep. Ooh, that's heavy. Put my board back. And just make sure that nothing got pulled into the that looks good. All right, tighten it, and tighten it. What you're tightening in there is it's like a D pin. And it swings around in this pin that's got a notch in it and pulls it tight. All right, so now I can round up material. I'm going to set the camera up over the way I had it yesterday. Set it down there. Back it up a little bit. All right. Now, find some material. Find a piece of aluminum big enough to do that with. I don't have a whole lot of scrap round chunks of aluminum. A big chunk here. I could use that, I guess. Piece of steel. Yeah, this is just about got it on one. This just about got what I want on one side. I don't know what I ever used it for. Let's see what we need to have on the inside diameter. $875 is what we want. Yeah, this will work. That will work. So let's get it in the 4-jaw. I don't think it's gonna fit without flipping my jaws around. I don't like having the jaw sticking way out. Yeah, let's flip it around. Flip them around. I gotta pull the viewfinder out on the camera here so I can see when it shuts off. It did that to me a couple times yesterday and I didn't notice it. Just trying to get it eyeballed close so that gotta go that way, I think. Let's see here. There's 0. There's going high. There, yeah, we're quite a ways off. Okay, so now it's got to come up. All right, getting closer. Here you are, just watching me dial in a round on the 4-jaw. Not very interesting, is it? 0. Okay, it bottomed out there. In here. Zero. 5 high. 0. 2 low. 'I think I got them all tight. There we go. All right, now that's pretty close to what I want, except that it's too tall, obviously. Way taller than the ring. It has to be a little less than the height of the ring, which is 50 thou, I believe. So let's take this out of there and set these over here. First thing I'm going to do is come in and face this off. I'm not going to be able to do it with that tool. Not with that tool. Not with that tool. I'm going to be careful. I'll break my 15 thou grooving tool. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't want to tear any of these down in case I got to make some replacement rings. So I need to set up another tool here. Alright, let's get a tool bit. I want a high-speed bit that I can get in there with. Or it can be a carbide, I guess. There we go. Got to get some safety glasses. And here we go. Take a light cleanup cut here. I'm going to zero my out. And then we want to come out and I can see that tool bit's way too high. Still. There we go. And we want to come out like only 40 thou. So I gotta face the end of this off. There's 40 thou. And then we got to turn this down to 875. All right, we'll see where we're at here. Trust my calipers. We are at 985. Type that in. All right, and then take it into 875. Right there. Take it into 0 and back out. Now, the ring should fit on there with it fully collapsed. Yep, yep, it sure does. So now we want to take and make another one of these, just a little narrower, that'll fit on here. And then there'll be a bolt and a washer, or just a bolt through it to tighten it up. And then on the back side, I'll drill for my pattern that I'm going to go. I also might have to relieve this for a screw that's going to hold this onto the end of a mandrel. Yeah, I'll have to turn this in anyway. How much do I go? Do I have I'm looking to see what kind of flush head screws I have, because I could use a flush head screw in a washer. Or the cap that I make for that, put a bolt in it so that a flush head screw would go in. So then I wouldn't have to cut that under too much. So I just need to make another one of these with a 1/4 inch hole through it. That sounds good to me. Sounds easy enough. Hope you guys are following what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm making it so that that spud won't allow the ring to get pushed in when I'm cutting the groove with that slitting saw. And when the pressure's coming out, you know, because when that slitting saw goes in there, on one side it's going to be pushing in, but the other side it's going to be trying to pull that ring out. This parting cap will keep it from doing that. So what I need to do is make another parting cap like this, and because I don't want to screw this one up, because I may have to part some more parts off, and it worked so good. So I have some material here, and plus I only want a 1/4 inch hole through it. So I can't use, I was going to use this material here, but that's got a hole in it, so I can't use that. It's got to use something where I can put a 1/4 inch hole through. I'll use a piece of this. Matter of fact, I think that's where that came from, was off of here. Yeah, right there. Got parted off of. So, drill and tap a 1/4 in there before I take it out. 1/4 20. Or is that a 10? I'm pretty sure this is a 1/4 20. Where's my calipers at? No, it's not. That's a 1032. 1032 flush head screw, which is fine. I mean, that would work just fine. I've got a few of those. 1/4 inch wise, I only have have one. 1032. 1032 will work. So number 25 drill. Center drill and a number 25 drill. Number 25. 1024. What was I saying? 20. Yeah, it's a 1024. Gotta get closer. Tailstock don't have enough travel. Okay. Number 25. I need to get a new chuck key.